Hey guys, I want to show you how to make yogurt, homemade yogurt in your Instant Pot 7-in-1 electric pressure cooker. This is not a sponsored video. Now you're going to want to start off with a clean pot. I've already cleaned mine. You can go ahead and take an extra step of doing like a 1-minute steam or a 1-minute pressure cook. The items that you'll need are half a gallon of milk. I'm using whole milk in this one. 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt with live active cultures. You'll want a small bowl, 1 tablespoon of thermometer, a dish, a strainer, and a couple of coffee filters. You can also use cheesecloth. Okay, so I have my pot plugged in. I'm going to go ahead and open it. I will pour in 1/2 gallon of whole milk. Now you're going to press yogurt. I need to come around the machine to see this. You will press yogurt and then adjust, and it's going to say boil. See, so it says boil. You can go ahead and put your lid on. I put mine on sealing. I don't know if it makes any sort of a difference. So what this is going to do is scald the milk. It's going to heat up the bottom of the pressure cooker and bring your milk to a temperature of 180 degrees approximately. I've checked mine, sometimes it's a little bit lower. It never goes higher than that, and it may also depend on how much milk you have in there, but I only make it with half a gallon of milk. And like I said, I use whole milk. You can try it with 2%. Or any other kind. You can use organic milk if you like. I just use regular store-bought milk. And go ahead and let it scald the milk. It will notify you when it's done scalding, and it'll just beep like it normally does. You can check your temperature with your little thermometer if you'd like to. You're going to need it because you're going to have to check the temperature once it cools down. So for now, let's just let it go ahead and scald the milk. Okay, my pot just beeped and it says YOGT on the screen. I'll show you here in a second. What I'm going to do is open the lid. You don't have to worry about there being too much pressure in there because it doesn't come to pressure. So your float valve is not going to be raised. Okay, so you'll see that it says YOGT. Your yogurt is not done. That's just telling you that the boil process is done. The scalding process. So we go ahead and open the lid. There's some suction in there. And I'm going to check the temperature just to see what it says here. I know you can't see that on the screen. It'll also start to build a little film across the top of milk, which is fine. You can just remove that if you want to. You can speed the process along by putting your pot in some water. I just like to leave mine on the counter and let it cool down naturally. So it's at about 178 degrees from what I can read on my thermometer here. So I'm going to go ahead and lift this out. You might want to use something to pull it out because it is warm to the touch. It's not incredibly hot. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it sit there and start to cool down, and once it reaches 115 degrees, that's when we need to do the next step. I will let you know when it's down to 115 degrees. As you can see, it's taken about 45 minutes for my yogurt to drop to 115 degrees. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to open up my yogurt and take out 2 tablespoons of my Greek yogurt. Maybe. Take out 2 tablespoons of this. Doesn't have to be exact. If you end up putting more yogurt, then your new yogurt will end up more tart. And also if you let it cook long, if you cook longer than 8 hours, it will also make it a little bit tart. So I just like using 2 tablespoons, and then I'm going to add some of this milk into here just so that I can stir it up and break up all of this yogurt here that I have. So I'll just get that out of the way. Oops. Do a quick little stir. See, it doesn't matter. I spilled on my thumb. it's okay. That difference of yogurt is not going to make a difference. I just want to combine this the best that I can. If you put your yogurt in when your milk is over 115 degrees, there's a chance that you are going to basically kill all of your active cultures. So you want to make sure that it's 115 degrees. You can even wait for it to be 110 degrees if you want. So now that you can see the consistency is really nice, this is what I'm going to pour into the pot. And then I'm going to stir this around just a little bit to kind of incorporate it into all of the milk that's in here. Now you can go ahead, put your lid on, close it. I have my vent here on sealing. It doesn't make a difference what you have it on, I don't believe. And then you're going to press yogurt. And when you press this, it's going to tell you a time here. You can adjust it for less time or more time. I do mine for 8 hours. And I will come back in 8 hours and show you guys the rest of the process. If you guys make this recipe, I want to know how it turned out for you, how long you let it strain, if you used a different kind of milk, or if you modified the process in any way, just by a different type of yogurt you used, or how you like to eat your yogurt. Really, just leave me a comment, because if you guys don't tell me, then I never know. I won't even know if you watched this video or if you liked it. I'm back, guys. It's been 8 hours and the timer is about to go off. One thing that I forgot to mention is that you will see a timer counting up to the 8 hours. It doesn't count down like it normally does when you are pressure cooking. It goes the opposite way. So in just a few seconds here, probably it's going to say 8 and it will start beeping. Okay, and as you can see, I have my pot ready here. I have a pan with a large strainer, and I have 2 coffee filters just layered in here. And let's just go ahead and open this up. Get my lid out of the way. And I want to show you guys what I have in here now. I don't know if you can see that very well. We have yogurt. We have yogurt, guys. This is yogurt. And you can also see the whey. That's the yellow stuff that's liquidy down here. I personally don't have a use for this. I throw it away. But you can, from what I understand, you can use it to bake breads and such. And I know that dogs like it sometimes. So this is what I do. I take my pot out and I just pour this in. My strainer is just a tad too small. This is what's left in the bottom of my pot, which I don't keep. I just get rid of that. So you can see that my strainer is sort of overflowing here. Right now it's really liquidy. This is all going to change. All of the whey is going to strain out. Some of the yogurt has already dripped out. Can you see that? Okay, I'm going to let this sit overnight and strain. I'm going to let the whey separate. So it's going to be a good 8-9 hours until I revisit it, and it's going to be nice and thick, but that's how I like it. You can let yours strain as long as you want. You can do it for a few hours, or you can do it much longer, or you can eat it how it is. Some people just stir it up and eat it like that. I really hope that this video helped you, and I hope that you guys try your own homemade yogurt and let me know how that works out for you. And then also remember one last thing, this is so important. If you're going to make yogurt again, you can save 2 tablespoons from this batch and then use it towards your next one. Just make sure that you put it aside and mark it if you have other people in your house so that they don't touch it. I've just taken my yogurt out of the refrigerator, and that is how much whey came out of the yogurt. That's out of half a gallon of milk. And now what I do is you can either scoop it, or this is actually pretty condensed, and sometimes I'm able to just pick it up by the coffee filters. Well, that one tore. I'm able to pick it up and kind of roll it over. See how I have, it's like a patty of yogurt. I can peel this away and just put it in my dish. You can use your hands or something else. I just washed my hands, so I'm fine with that. And this is what it looks like. Nice, thick Greek yogurt. And that's all. That's how you make homemade yogurt. Thanks for watching, guys.